All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my final ever stream. If you would shut up. My final ever stream of Call of Duty Warzone. Reason being, I just don't like this game. I only started playing it because people wanted me to and convinced me to. I think that this is a piss-poor battle royale game. I think that everyone being able to absorb 5 million bullets, including entire magazines, and not dying sucks. I think the connections are bad and just not good enough for this to be a game that I continue to play. So what we're going to do tonight, my final last hurrah in the game, but at this very same time, I'm going to be talking with people in the stream chat about what people want to see me do to replace Warzone. Whether it be an actual full new game playthrough of a game recently that I haven't played, but it's maybe a shorter game. Whether it's like going back to retro classics like the Genesis Mini or the SNES that's on the Switch. Whether it's doing something completely different outside the box. Someone already suggested Mario Maker 2 and stuff like that. I want your feedback and opinions tonight on the stream of what should replace Warzone, because I am done with this game after tonight. Okay, guys? Shout out to Gabriel KO, resub for a whopping 37 months. Thank you for that. Over 3 years of support. Now, in addition to this being the final Warzone stream, we are going to be trying to hit the tips goal if we can. We have 65 straight streams where I've hit the tips goal. Last time I played this game, I think we were on like 30 or something like that. So it's pretty crazy the amount of support I've been getting. The amount of positivity around my streams, people absolutely loving the stuff and being so damn supportive. We'll see what happens tonight. All right, we're already starting around $11, and I just started playing, which is awesome. Thank you to everyone who contributed so far. We'll see if we can hit the tips goal and keep the streak going tonight. All right, let's grab some shit. So, Gonzo Shtkok, subscribe to the channel. What a name! Thank you for the sub. And I Kill Phil did a 50-bit cheer. Thank you very much, I Kill Phil. He did all my emotes. Alright, I ain't in the circle so far. Close the door, I can get in the chest. The Corpse Maker Sniper. What the fuck? And the Magnum. The Corpse Maker. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's got that scope that highlights enemies, too. Interesting. Alright. So let me get a good footing here before we start. Actually, I'll loot this big-ass building over here, and then I'll start heading further to the east. Sadly, guys, I hate to admit it, this is basically the end of Battle Royale for me. Like, I played Battle Royale starting, remember, years ago with PUBG when it first hit the Xbox One, and that was my first experience with a Battle Royale game. And quite frankly, I was intrigued by what it was, because it was so different from other kinds of games that I've been playing. But if anything, I think what we've seen is that Battle Royale has kind of run its course. Every game's kind of almost the same now. Every game has a little bit of a tweak to it. Like this game, the big tweak is, oh, you get the gulag after you die. You have a second chance to come back, right? Is it that big of a deal? No. It is an interesting, unique twist, but it's not super exciting, nor is it anything that I think is worth playing this game at length to experience. Especially because, as I've told you guys, I've had so many issues with the connections, with really ridiculous firefights that aren't legit. And the game just frustrates the fuck out of me to the point where I just don't want to play it anymore. But interesting, you know, all the Battle Royale that I played. First it was PUBG that I played for like a good 6 to 8 months. And then it was H1Z1. And then I think for a little bit I went back to PUBG. And of course, I did try... The fuck, someone's sniping me. I did try Fortnite at one point. Right? I did play Fortnite on and off at various different times. And that was fun, at least for the few times that I tried it, until I realized I didn't like the gunplay because it was more RNG than anything else. Where is this fuck? Oh my god! Holy shit. Alright, enough of that. I'm out of here. I'm not fucking with this guy. That's ridiculous. He's really camped out there, and I'm not going to be able to hit him, so I'm just going to get out of here. So, yeah, then it was basically Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Blackout, and I played that for almost a solid year. And Black Ops 3 Blackout I really felt was like the epitome of Battle Royale for me, because it was 60 frames per second, fast-paced gameplay, the gunplay was actually responsive, the map was quite neat, you had zombies in it, which was unique. It really was super fun, in my opinion. Now, of course, even that, after playing it for an extended period of time, you know, War's out its welcome, I didn't really like it as much anymore. But definitely that was probably the height for me when it came to Battle Royale. Because then after that, I went back to Fortnite, and I was kind of like, meh, it's okay, but again, it's nothing to write home about. And now I'm playing this, and I'm like, no, I really don't like this. It's just, it's not good. If the core aspect is killing other people, and you can't have gunplay that's reliable to kill other people, what's the point of the fucking mode, right? Like, it's just, it's terrible. So, I think that Blackout was better, and it's sad that when, you know, Black Ops 3 ended, basically, for this to come out, that basically, you know, even though people did keep playing Blackout for a little bit, now, Activision just announced, this is the highest selling Call of Duty game of all time. There was a large spike in sales of Modern Warfare during the month of March when everything happened with the coronavirus pandemic, which basically means, sadly, we're doomed. We're going to keep getting shitty Call of Duty games with terrible gunplay, bad connections and shit because everyone bought the game like an idiot, and we're basically doomed. So I don't foresee, I'm being honest here, I really don't foresee much positivity in the future for Call of Duty. I think we're going to get worse and worse crap every year, and I'll still play it, you know, for the campaigns and do a little bit of multiplayer at launch, but this is probably going to be the last Call of Duty game that I have any longevity playing. I realistically do not see myself continuing playing Call of Duty at extended times if it ends up being as bad as it's been the last few iterations. So, and especially this Battle Royale, I really hate. So, unless things really turn around for the better, which was supposed to happen with this Modern Warfare and did not, I don't see myself playing much longer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm done with this Modern Warfare. And then, when the Call of Duty comes out in the fall, I'll probably check it out. We'll see how it is. We'll see. Okay, guys? Anyway. I have a few shout-outs to do. First of all, CM Fool resubscribed for 41 months in a row. Holy shit. And he says, how many frogs does it take to screw in a light bulb? I don't know, but you should play the quiet, man. Thank you for the resub, CM Fool. The Maniac Count did a 50-bit cheer, and he said, there's an option for you not to hold the X button to manipulate the environment, and you can change the map from circle to square. What? I don't know what he's talking about. Is he even talking about this game? None of that even made sense to me. Thank you for the cheer. Stray Guys, show me resub for 5 months in a row, 30 totals. Blackout was way better than this. I agree. So there you go. Euro Extreme Sneak Diss to me, $4.20 to Hayfield looking good. So I was been extreme dissed by a European, but I still appreciate that tip, so thank you very much. And Phil's Philly Street said, did you look at The Last of Us 2? I think it would be worth giving a miss. Save the $60. I'm on the fence. I will think about what I want to do about it. Since I already know the giant plot twist, and apparently everyone does, I'll think about it, what I want to do. More than likely, I'm going to play. I'm being honest. More than likely, I'm going to play it. It is one of the bigger releases of the year. We've all been waiting for a big release, and now most of them got delayed, and we don't know what's going to happen with the rest of the year. Chances are I'm probably going to end up playing it anyway. Even if it's to say how bad it is, or how good it is, or whatever, I'm probably still going to end up playing it, but I just don't foresee it being anywhere near as fun as it would have been if, number one, it weren't spoiled, and number two, it didn't have, like, some kind of a pretty ridiculous plot line that I won't, you know, spoil here for those who haven't been spoiled yet, but most people probably already know, much like me. Even if you didn't intend to be spoiled by now, you probably have been.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
It's gotta be on the rooftop. How do I get on the rooftop? I have no idea. No ladder, no stairwell. How do I get up there? Huh. I don't know. Alright, so since we're about to start talking about what's going to replace Warzone, here is some of the options that I've been thinking about. I'm sure you guys have your own ideas too, but here's what I've been thinking about, okay? First of all, we could go back to doing retro stuff. Once a week, we can go back and either do, for example, I don't want an LMG. Yeah, they're too slow. I don't want an LMG. So we could go back to doing Sega Genesis Mini and SNES Classics, and we could even alternate that week to week depending on what you guys think, or if I start playing a game that's really good and you guys want to see me continue playing it as an ongoing playthrough on Wednesday nights, we could do that. All right, so that's definitely one thing that I'm considering. Now, there have been a couple games recently that have come out that you guys have expressed interest in me playing, and I just haven't played them because I'm still playing so many new releases. Some of those releases are, for example, Streets of Rage 4 just came out last week. People were like, why aren't you playing it? Because I'm in the middle of 3 games. You know, I can't just drop everything to play another one. But I could, Streets of Rage 4, I almost guarantee you Streets of Rage 4 is not going to be a super long game. I could check and see if I could find someone to do co-op with, and we could play for like 2 hours a week over the course of May until we beat the game. So Streets of Rage 4 is a consideration. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. The campaign released. a few weeks ago. People wanted to see me play it. Again, didn't get to it. Now, I know for a fact the campaigns of Call of Duty are short. I think Modern Warfare 2, if I remember, on release day, I played it. I got it from GameStop, brought it home, played it that night, and I was done by, like, I want to say 4 or 5 in the morning, and I didn't get home till between 12 and 1 a.m., so I know that campaign's not long. Maybe, you know, two at most, 3 night streams to beat it. Okay? So that's a strong consideration. Control, the game that I played last fall, and I thought had a great plot, just not great gameplay. Had an expansion DLC that apparently added to the plot and answered a lot of the questions we had from the main game. That came out at the end of March, and I never got around to playing it. I own it already because I bought the season pass when I bought the game, and I just haven't played it, so maybe that's something different, totally different that we could do once a week. Then we've got the Mega Man Zero collection, which I was playing back, I believe it was in March, where I played Mega Man Zero 1 and 2, and I really enjoyed the games, and was looking forward to playing more. I played a little bit of 3, but then I didn't get a chance to continue because all the new releases started coming out. So maybe we could go back to Mega Man Zero 3 and play through that, and then see if we wanted to go straight to 4, or then do something completely different. Looks like someone, you know, died here. Yeah, armor satchel. Someone got completely fucked here and dropped a ton of shit. Pick up the Claymore. Okay. So that is an option. Alright? The Control DLC, definitely an option of something that I could do. Or, Mega Man Zero Collection. Hello. I died. Mega Man Zero Collection. You know, playing that for a few streams till I beat maybe another 1 or 2 of the Mega Man Zero games. What about this game that people have been telling me about, Daymare 1998? This is a game that basically is a throwback to classic 1990 survival horror. It was supposed to be a remake of Resident Evil 2 that was fan-made, but then there was a cease and desist order by Capcom. They couldn't continue it. So they turned it into its own game. What do you think about that? Jesus, I just completely sprayed that guy.
All good.
Good. So I would think Daymare would be an interesting option just because it's survival horror, very different from the other stuff I'm doing. And it would be a throwback to the old school 90s stuff, so it would kind of make sense to do it as a late night stream rather than a main stream, right? That's another option. Already, just think about it. Retro stuff, Control DLC, Zero Collection, Streets of Rage 4, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, or Daymare. We have 6 options, and I didn't... Oh, and another one, Super Mario Maker 2. Super Mario Maker 2 recently had its final major update that added entire game worlds. Like, you remember, like, Super Mario 3 and Super Mario World? You go through these series of stages that would cover a full game world. Yeah, they did that. They actually added that to the game now. And I think that would be kind of neat to play people's game worlds and stuff. People could suggest really great stages for me to play in Super Mario Maker 2 as a last hurrah, since that game franchise is now pretty much going to be done with at this point, I think. You know, that could be a good thing to do as well, I think. So that's like 7 options. Now, I think you guys understand why I'm confused as to what I should do next. And there seems to be a clear-cut answer to what I should really do, or what is like a good option for me to play to replace this game, right? No, HoboX Charles Amanda is out of the running for 2 reasons. Number 1, I'm going to be playing Fire Emblem very, very shortly. So I'm already going to be playing another JRPG. And number 2, I'm going to be honest, I've heard it's just not very good. I heard the voice acting's terrible. The game has insanely glitchy and exploitable AI. I just hear it's not a very good game at all, actually. And so because of that, I don't think I want to play it. I'm actually glad that I kind of decided not to play it as a new release, because I probably would have been disappointed. So, I got some shout-outs to do, but I need to get to the circle. So let me get to the circle. I'm probably going to die quickly. And then I'll do some shout-outs for you guys' contributions. We'll update the leaderboards. We'll see what you guys are suggesting. Alright, and we'll have a little bit of discussion here, but being that I am playing a Battle Royale game, I suppose I should try to survive the circle by running over here, even though all I have is 1 weapon, and it's a shitty weapon. And I know I'm going to die anyway. I know I'm fucked, but whatever. After this game ends, I'll read all your shout-outs, and we'll talk a little bit. Another skateboarding game? It would be great if they ever made another skateboarding game. There hasn't been one since Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, and boy, was that game bad. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Go, go, go. I'm in the circle. Great. I'm getting shot in my ass by a laser gun that's shooting green ooze. What the fuck? Did you see that? A laser gun shooting green ooze. Okay, that sounds really good. What a great game this is. What the fuck? I see someone in that doorway over there. They're dancing around. I'm gonna try to hide out in here. Okay. Fuck me. I got like a serious amount of shoutouts to do. Crazy amount. So. I filled it 100-bit cheer and said, I want to say hello to Derek. He says, I know you're not here live, but if you're watching YouTube on demand, I want to say hi. Jeez. All right, I killed Phil. You're the top cheerer of the night.
Enemy UAV overhead.
With that 100-bit cheer. There we go. I did 4x8 and it didn't do my X. Oh, fuck. There's someone right outside. There we go. All right. Beesbot to the $1.30 says, by default, you shouldn't play Last of Us 2. It brings stupid politics and social commentary that violates your stream rules. My vote for a new Wednesday stream is either Final Fantasy VIII Remastered or Metal Gear Solid 1. You know what? Fair enough, that's another one. A lot of people wanted to see me do Metal Gear Solid 1, but I would say this. If that's going to happen, it should probably be a main playthrough, not a night stream. You know, the games I'm mentioning are not super popular games that people are dying to see me play. It's more like kind of filler for Wednesday night. You know, for MGS1, people are going to want to see that as a main gameplay stream during the day, and that's why I really didn't suggest that, okay? Maniac Cop Cheers to Can We See Jasper? Nope, I already explained a million times why Jasper cannot come in right now because the air conditioner is on in here. The rest of the house, it is cool. Here it's hot. So until things actually get warmer in the summer, we need the air conditioning for the whole house. This office will be closed off. CM Fool to me, $5.50, and says, how about the Quiet Man to replace Warzone? The Quiet Man to replace Warzone, he says. I mean, it could. It certainly could. I don't know if it should, but it could replace it. I know there was a guy in here, but likely he's already moved.
Gas is inbound.
Alright, there's no one up here with me. I could just chill in this corner. There's actually body armor. Hold on, let me grab this quick. I could just chill in one of the corners. Until I have to move again. Yep. So CM Fool is currently the top tipper tonight. $5.50. Let me get him up on the leaderboard there, if I can. I'll probably die while I'm doing this, by the way. And that gets us up to $21 of tips tonight. Thank you, everybody. Good pace so far tonight. I appreciate that. Huh?
Learn from the loss.
Oh, look at this. Well, there's not much I can do about that, huh? I killed Phil did a 100-bit cheer and said, I'm downloading Warzone now. I don't have a business line like you. It's taking 8 hours. Can we team up during next week's Warzone? Stop that. Anonymous $2 super says, I know Trolls rigged the vote for the last viewer's choice, but I really love to see you play Lisa the Painful. It's a fairly short, maybe 8 to 10 hour RPG. I think you'd really like it, much like classic RPGs. Alright, I'm not playing that anytime soon, though, but I appreciate your suggestion. $2 anonymous tipper. I'm not saying it's out of the running yet forever. Certainly there'll be more viewers' choice events in the future and stuff that it could get nominated again. It's just a shame. It really is a shame that for those who literally did nominate the game legit, that it basically got destroyed by assholes who were trying to cheat the system. No lie, the game got like 50 or 60 fake votes. It was ridiculous. Kate cheered and said, you know the release date for Little Hope, the next story in the Dark Pictures anthology? No, I think it's this summer, but I don't know when. Phil's Philly Series, shout out to my fellow Phillies in chat. Do you have a favorite Philly Phil? No. We don't call them Phillies, by the way. Stray Cash Homie did 100 bit cheers. Street Rage 4 and Anamusha would be awesome. Thank you for that suggestion. Phil's Philly Series said Last of Us 2 has some dating scenes and moments, so you should ignore it. Don't let Arnita Sakis here and win. Listen, I'm not against dating scenes and moments as long as they're artfully or tastefully done and they're not just there to be stupid, you know, 1990s childish teenage sexual jokes. You see what I'm saying? So that's fine. Gonzo Stock did a 100-bit cheer and said, thoughts on Ghost of Tsushima? Could be the year's best game. I don't know. I know it's Sucker Punch who made the infamous games, as well as didn't they do Sucker Punch did they do Ratchet and Clank, or did they do Jack and Daxter? I always get this confused. They did one or the other, right? So they're a good studio, but this is a brand new IP. They've never done a game like this before, so I don't know how this is going to turn out, quite frankly. And honestly, realistic. Oh, Sly Cooper they did. Sly Cooper. Thank you, guys. I had it completely confused. Sly Cooper's a great series. We just had Sekiro and now Neo. So now to have another game that's kind of like, oh, you know, samurai and these kind of sword play. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I hope that it's good, though. I do hope it's good, and I'm looking forward to that. All right. So I got everything updated there. Thank you, guys. Sucker Punch was Sly. I can't believe I said... I couldn't remember. I knew they did one of those franchises from, like, the 2000s. I couldn't remember which one it was. Sly Cooper's actually... I think I like Sly Cooper better than both Jack and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank, so that actually makes me more hopeful. Dark Souls Redemption Run? I already did that. That was the Magic Run. Remember my original playthrough with Dark Souls I never finished. The second run, people held my hand and just guided me through the whole game with summons. The third run, I got lucky and I got the Black Knight Halberd drop, which made the game piss easy. And the fourth run, I did pure magic. So, like, I don't know what else I could do. I did 4 runs of the goddamn game, you know?
Get yourself a proper warm-up. We'll be deploying soon.
So, we have a lot of things to think about, guys. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do next Wednesday. We have too many options. And they're all good options. That's the thing, like, everything I mentioned. Control DLC, Retro Games, Mario Maker 2, Streets of Rage 4, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, or this damn air survival horror game. Like, all these options sound fun to me. And sound like they'd be really fun to try out, so I don't know what I want to do. I saw 5 people in chat ask for Roblox. That's great, and I'm not getting it. I already played Roblox, and it's not an option because I don't want to play it again. Bill Fernal said, have you tried Zelda Link's Awakening Remake? It's pretty chill. I didn't know they had a remake. I knew that it was like they had a handheld version for, you know, like portable systems that had better graphics, but it's still the same game, wasn't it? I thought it was still the same game. Why don't I do PlayStation Plus free game streams? If you haven't noticed, almost every single game that comes out for free on PS Plus, I've already played, or I'm not interested in, but most of them I've already played. If they're good games, I'm already on them. I already did playthroughs of them. So.
Battle Royale. Avoid the gas. Get to the safe zone.
Kless, that's correct. I did play Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening remake. Oh, Link's Awakening. I thought he said Link to the Past remake. My bad. I played the Link's Awakening remake. I did a full playthrough of it last year. Bill Fernal. Sorry, I thought you said Link to the Past. I thought you were saying there was a Link to the Past remake, which I was like, really? I'd love to play that. Alright. Phil's Phillies, please just stop right now before you get banned. I'll head down to the quarry. Yes, Polish Frog, I was considering like a weekly just chatting Q&A stream as well. Maybe one night a week just doing a talk stream where we just kind of hang out. I was considering doing that too. That's not off the table. A lot of people want that. I would do that. I just always felt that having like a game like this game has always been white noise to us talking and relaxing anyway. So I kind of figured, why not have another game that's like kind of that white noise, you know? Gonzo Stock Cheer said, what about the Amnesia series, precursor to the Outlast and modern horror games? It could be cool to see the sequels launching this year. I did hear about that sequel, and I am interested in it. I played Amnesia 1. I didn't find it scary at all. Like, I was playing it, of course, way after the fact of it being virally popular on the internet. And when I played it, I was like, I still don't understand what's scary about this game. Like, the monsters are either invisible or look laughably, ridiculously stupid. You know, it's kind of jump scary, but it wasn't like anything that really scared me. And after playing like 2 sessions, people told me that my playthrough was boring and I stopped playing it. So, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you guys would like to see me go back and legit try to play those games or not. The hate to me $2 said, what about a Dark Souls level 0 only run? No. I don't do insano high level difficulty challenge runs. I Kill Filtry said, we're having a movie night. What about it? I never said I was doing a movie night. I'm not sure how that would work. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Doodly Chris is laughing at the game the whole time is a coping mechanism against horror games. What do you mean by coping? I'd have to actually have to be scared by a game to have something to cope with. I have not been scared by a horror video game in quite some time. I would admit, there were some games with good jump scares that got me. And there have been a few games that gave me psychological horror. Like, I told you guys when I was playing, what was the name of that game that was from the makers of Amnesia? Wasn't it Soma? Like, that game constantly made me think about the human condition and the fact that I'm gonna die someday. And it actually freaked me out, bugged me out, made me feel like depressed and sad when I was playing the game, which is what they were going for with that game. That's probably like the scariest game I've ever played. Seriously, like other games, these horror games aren't scary at all to me. Phil's Philly said, what scary game scared me the most? Honestly, probably the original Resident Evil. Because the original Resident Evil was the very first horror game I ever played. And I'd only seen horror movies up to then, but I'd never played an interactive game that had horror elements like that before. And I still remember to this day, the first time the motherfucking dogs jumped through that hallway window in the mansion. Dude, I almost shot a giant turd into my pants. Like, I remember playing and I actually kind of had to go to the bathroom. And the dog jumped through the window and I was turtling. And I had to run to the bathroom the first time I played that game. So, you know, that game really did scare the fuck out of me the first time I played it. And then at the end, when you can't kill the tyrant, that's fucking messed up too. Like at the very end, when the tyrant's chasing you and you have to run from it, and you can't kill it, you think, oh, let me just unload all my weapons into it. It doesn't do shit. You're like, oh man, like that's fucking fucked up. That was the first game like that. Remember, now you know those games are a dime a dozen. That was the first game like that. Every game was like, oh, you know, use all your ammo, shoot the fuck, and he's dead. It's a video game. Oh no, not that game. No siree. Alright, let's go over here. See, jump scare, someone says jump scare shouldn't count as a scare. I think a jump scare counts as a scare, but a jump scare is just a temporary scare that leaves no long-term effect. A lot of the times the jump scare is audio-based, like a shocking audio or something that makes you jump, you know. It has nothing to do actually with actually having something that's like scaring you deep down. You know what I mean? Someone in this building right here. I think he's above me. He is above me because I can hear his footstep. He just went out a door. He must have went across. probably not a good idea to chase them. What sucks is this would be a good place to camp. This would be a pretty good place to camp. There's only 2 ways they could come in. Straight through this door or straight from the right. And it's really, you'll be able to hear them audibly opening the door. So I might just chill here for a little bit. CM Fool to me, $4.20 says, what is the lore of all the Kingdom Hearts games? CM Fool... Really? Do you really want me to go through this again? About the shameless Disney cash-in, buying an IP, and trying to use tried and true beloved Disney characters in an RPG that became so convoluted that even they didn't know how to end it? Do we really have to go through this again? I hope not. Gonzo Stocked at 100-bit cheering said, what happened with Outlast 2? Shit, compared to the original, you seem to dislike it too. I didn't like Outlast 2 at all. I thought Outlast 1 was, like, genuinely creepy and deranged and fucked. I thought Outlast 2 was just, like, kind of hackish. Almost like, oh, there's some excessive gore and people, like just fucking ripping each other to shreds just for the sake of doing it instead of having any kind of, like, meaningful scare. Like, in Outlast 1, it's an asylum, and all this fucked up stuff's going on that they're trying to hide from the public eye. You're supposed to be an investigative journalist. You find all this really crazy stuff. Even a supernatural element. Remember, there's, like, a ghost at the end and everything? It was really neat. Got this guy. I really like how there's a supernatural twist at the end of it. I thought that actually made it quite interesting and fun. Outlast 2 was like duty. Like, seriously, Outlast 2 was not funny or scary or fun. It was just gore. You know? And at the end, they're like, oh, there's like the apocalypse or something. And it made no sense. It was just dumb. And Anonymous Dollar Timber says, do you think I have a high resistance to horror than most people, or am I really good at hiding it? I seem to be stone cold playing games that scare or unnerve the shit out of other people. Honestly, all right, I don't think that stuff really scares me. Like, I've watched a ridiculous amount of horror movies, and they don't scare me at all. Because most of them delve into these cliches and shit. That's kind of the problem with horror. If you do a horror game that does something completely different, right, that'll scare me. If you do a horror game that's the same cliche shit as a million others, it doesn't do shit. It doesn't affect me at all. And, you know, that's really the difference between a good game and just a cliche horror game, in my opinion. So, no, they don't really scare me. Being legit, like, I know some of them do. If they do, I'll always tell you guys. If it's scaring me, I would tell you if it is or not, because it's such a rare thing. Life's vs. Soul Charity said, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice was a psychological horror game. Well, you know, it was, but in reality, it was just a very confusing game, because then you never really get a definitive explanation by the end. You don't know in the game what was real and what wasn't. You don't even know if this girl was just completely insane and everything in the game was completely fake, or if in reality, if any of it was real. Like, you have no clue. So, the whole game could have just been her nuts, right? I still like the game, don't get me wrong. I thought the gameplay was fun, the puzzles were good, and the graphics were insanely good for a studio of that magnitude. But it just, like, by the end, I wish I had an answer. What the fuck happened? I had no idea what happened at the end of the game. Wario, to me, $1.30, and says, when you play the Trials of Mana remake, it's on Switch and PS4. It's a prequel to Secret of Mana. We already talked about that on this very stream. I was interested in playing it as a new release, but sadly, I didn't play it because, number one, I was already obligated to play Fire Emblem Three Houses, which we're going to be playing in May at some point. But also, excuse me, it was between that and something else. I remember people wanted to see the other thing first. Banjo-Tooie. Yeah, so I decided to do Banjo-Tooie first. And now, in the meantime, a lot of people have played it, and the reviews aren't great. Basically, the reviews are saying, number one, the voice acting is absolutely terrible. Number two, the game is rife with bugs, glitches, and terrible AI. And even though if you're a fan of the Secret of Mana series, you'll probably still get a good experience out of it, in general, it's just not a polished game. So I think I'm just going to skip it. Timbo Slice Cheers said, would you ever go back to Sea of Thieves? Fuck no. That game was piss poor, empty of content at launch, and even if they added in 5 million pieces of content, I would never go back and buy it, because that's the thing. I would have to go back and buy it to play it, and I'm not going to do that. James Charles, to me, $20, said, ever thought of growing your beard instead of just a goatee? Actually, I did. When I first grew this out, it wasn't just a goatee. I actually grew a full beard when I was laid off from my job about 10 years ago now. A little under 10 years ago, but still, it was around roughly 10 years ago when I was laid off from my office job unexpectedly. And I said, I want to completely change my look, so I grew my beard out all the way. And it actually itched to high heaven. Like, seriously, like, the hair, like, here and here. My face was constantly itchy. And I was like, oh my god, this sucks. It's so itchy all the time. I couldn't take it. So I ended up having to shave after about a month of trying to grow it out. And I never really grew it out again. At one point, I had this weird band of hair that went from here across my chin to the goatee, and then from there. I don't know why I did that. I just thought it was something different, and then after a while I got rid of it because I got bored of it. But I don't think I could actually do a full-on beard. I think it'd be too annoying. Beastbot gifted a subscription to Snow Carl, Prisoner of War. Beastbot, could you please stop with that? You know, Snow Carl's not a prisoner of war, that he blatantly violated the rules here. That's why he's banned. Wings of Failed Surgery tipped me $1. Said, will the vest streak end tonight? I have no idea. We're already more than halfway to the goal, right? So that's a good sign. And we're not even an hour into the stream. So I'm not seeing any signs of, you know, it ending tonight. But then again, I shouldn't take it for granted, right? Zugaruk gifted 5 subs. Wow, thank you, Zugaruk, for the support. He gifted us up to Bits993, Albus Carolus, Proficient Fox, somebody with an insulting name, and Burnell666 Productions. So there you go. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for the support, Zugaruk. Then Lycifer Soul cheered and said, I'll keep watch while you read contributions. You're going to have to. CM Fool to me $2. Said, please tell me the lore of Kingdom Hearts. This is the final Warzone stream. Oh, come on. CM Fool, come on, dude. Really? Really? Here, you ready? No one has a heart. Everyone's heartless. Everyone's a dick. Here's the story of Kingdom Hearts. Everyone's a ginormous fucking dickhead. That's Kingdom Hearts in a nutshell. An anonymous donator tipped me $1.30. Said, I won't watch your horror gameplay videos with my wife because I involuntarily shake it scares while you laugh at it. I look like a bitch. I don't see why you look like a bitch. You know what it is? It's the suspense, right? Like when you're playing a horror game, you always expect there's going to be something scary around the corner, and then a lot of the times there's not. And that's part of the fun of it, is that you thought something was coming and nothing happens, right? So, you know, that's kind of the fun of it. But same thing with a horror movie. You might be sitting at the edge of your seat expecting something, and it doesn't come where you thought. I still remember that fucking movie, The Grudge. It's such a bad movie. Or was it The Grudge 2? It was either The Grudge or The Grudge 2. There's a girl in the hospital, and the ghost comes out of the fucking bed sheets that she's sitting in the bed. What? You're in the bed, in sheets, and the ghost comes out of the sheets. What the fuck is that stupid shit? Anyway, Philly's cheer. He said, what's the lore behind a birthday medallion necklace you wear on your birthday? There is none. A couple years ago, Kat and I decided we wanted to decorate for my birthday, and we just found it at Party City, and we grabbed it. We thought it was funny. Timbo Slice cheered. He said, heads up. Tomorrow, 8 p.m., Microsoft will release the Inside Xbox with tons of third-party reveals of gameplay for games coming to Xbox Series X. Sounds good. I'll have to check that out. Bill Fernal cheered and said, I don't watch your stream with my girlfriend because I don't want her to realize I'm a beta male. Sounds like a personal problem. Gonzo Stock cheered. He said, you rather have Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil 4 Remake? 8. 8 all day. 4 is a great game, but 4 is a modernized game. You know, 4 is not a game that plays like an outdated game. 4 modernized the series. We don't need a Resident Evil 4 remake, in my opinion. Zugaruk did a 250-bit cheer. That makes it the top cheer of the night. And he says, this is the last Warzone stream. How would you compare the Battle Royale compared to others? I'd still say this is better than PUBG. PUBG by far is the worst, okay? I would say probably H1Z1 and this are good for different... Like, this obviously has better gameplay in regards to the design of the gunplay. It's more complex. There's more weapons. But I hate to say H1Z1 a lot of the times had better accuracy in the gunplay than this did. Still, I say this is better than H1Z1. Fortnite, I don't know. Like, I don't really know if I played enough Fortnite to really judge it in regards to this game. But I think that I think the Black Ops 4 Blackout's the best battle royale I played. Black Ops 4 Blackout hit it on all cylinders. You had a map that changed over the course of the year in cool ways. Zombies that were an element of the maps that were pretty neat. Variety of weapons. They tweaked it over the year. You had fast-moving gameplay. Not every enemy was a fucking bullet sponge Terminator like they are in this. I really think that Blackout was the best one. Arclight112, it's good to see you, man. He just gave me $4.20. Said, bro, how you been? Been busy with work. Had time to stop by tonight. Good to see you. You know, I've been better, but I've been worse. Right now, you know, stream-wise and game-wise, things have been going great. People have really been enjoying my streams for like a month and a half, and we're just having a ton of fun every night. But sadly, my ears will not fucking get better. First, I had an ear infection in the right ear. Now that's almost completely gone. And now I have one in the left ear. It's like, Jesus, you gotta be kidding me. It just won't let up. I don't know what's going on with my respiratory system. You know what they say? ENT, ears, nose, and throat, all connected. And my throat for like a week or two was really gunked up and bad because of allergies. Who knows? It could have been an infection. That clears up. Then I get an ear infection. Then I get another ear infection. It's like, can I just be healthy so I can, you know, not have to be suffering constantly? But that's life, I guess. Life's Versatile Cheers. So we already got a Resident Evil 4 remake called The Evil Within. And you're right. The maker of Resident Evil 4, the maker of the Resident Evil series, went on to make his own series, The Evil Within 1 and 2. And those games really stand as a part of, like, what would have been the spiritual successor or sequel to Resident Evil 4. So I don't think we need a remake. I want Resident Evil 8. Mature Adult did a 260-bit cheer to become tonight's top cheerer. It says, oh, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I said this on the pre-stream. I guess I should say it again because it is now 40 minutes into the stream. I am not at liberty to discuss any personal matters of my own behind the scenes. They have nothing to do with the streams. This includes financial, this includes legal. I cannot discuss them because they are still in process. Nothing is set yet. So because of that, I cannot talk a single thing about it. I can't mention it. Please understand that. Mature Adult brought something up that probably he thought was okay to bring up. It's not. I can't talk about it. So do not bring that stuff up tonight. If you do, you're going to end up getting moderated. I can't. Legally, my hands are tied. My lawyers told me you can't say shit, so I can't say shit. Well, okay, I can technically say shit, but I can't say shit about that shit. See what I'm saying? All right. So, Mature Adult, let me get you up here on the leaderboard. You are the top cheerer. Okay.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
24, top 24, and I'm still chilling. I don't think anyone's going to be able to look through that window and see me. I don't think so. I think I'm in the clear there. I think I just stay right here, and I should be good. Because I'm still well in the circle. Unless the circle forces me to move, I think
Enemy
I'm good
UAV
here.
overhead.
Oh, really? Kless claims he's seen 4 different people play Trials of Mana and he missed the voice acting's bad, but the bugs, there's no bugs. I literally saw a guy playing the game, and he goes, oh, wow, we'll create AI. So he walks up to an enemy, and as he starts walking to the right, the enemy starts to spin to follow him. So literally what he does, he just runs circles around the enemy, and the enemy spins in place following him, while his team just wails on the enemy and kills it. And apparently you could do that the whole game. Like, there's certain enemies that you can just do that the whole game. The AI is so bad. Okay.
You've got gas moving in.
Hello, Scotty Locke. Good evening. 21st place. And I only killed the one guy right here in the doorway. Can I play Emily Wants to Play 1 and 2? Maybe eventually. I know they're horror games. Phil's Phillies is fine. Relax. Thank you for the cheer. Just relax. No, I'm not playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX. We played the beta and it wasn't great, so I'm not going to play that. People thought it was boring. I told you, I was on the fence about it. What about the original Final Fantasy VII in place of Warzone? I would say that's possible. The problem with that is we're still playing the remake. I'm definitely not going to be playing both Final Fantasies at the same time. And right after the remake, like I would think maybe later this year, that would make a lot of sense. When things are, I haven't been playing Final Fantasy for a while, so maybe late summer, you know what I mean? But I don't think right now would be the right time to start playing that. I already did a Heavy Rain anniversary run. It wasn't a 10-year anniversary run, but it was an anniversary run. But I don't think I want to play that again, because I actually did an anniversary run where I did all the optional stuff. Oh, this fucking, oh my god, this ear. I can't even move my jaw. It hurts. I can't even move my jaw. It's all stiff and it hurts. It fucking pisses me off. I hate this. It's just had it on this side. Now I got it on this side. Fuck. I agree. This is riveting gameplay. Zugaruk did 100-bit cheers. I have a question. What do you want to play? Alright, if I think of all the options, alright, honestly, the way I see it, I could play retro stuff at any time, so I kind of want to say maybe not Genesis Mini or SNES right now, because I could play that old school stuff whenever, and that's more like, it's fun filler content, but I don't think it's something that I want to do right now, okay? I'm kind of feeling like I want to do something that's shorter. I don't want to start something that might be a ginormously long playthrough, so maybe, you know, I'm thinking kind of like Modern Warfare 2 Remastered or Streets of Rage. I'm sure Streets of Rage 4 cannot be super long. No beat 'em up is super long. Even if it's like 6 hours long, you know, that'd be a few streams versus some giant game that actually takes me 3 months to beat. You know what I mean?
Enemy UAV overhead.
So that's what I'm kind of thinking. Maybe something shorter, but I don't know. I don't know how, like, for example, Daymare, I have no idea how long that game is or anything about it, really, so I couldn't even answer, geez, that game's short and it would make a good thing. I don't know.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Well, I'm fucked. If there's an enemy UAV, they're gonna see me here.
You've got gas moving in.
I'm pretty boned. I'm gonna die. I have crappy weapons. Here's a guy right here. I got crappy weapons. Right? I knew I had crappy weapons and there's nothing I could do. Everyone else is gonna have better equipment by that point. That was a waste of time.
9 enemies are still active. Hunt them down.
Alright. The other thing is I don't care. That's the problem with this game. Like, unlike, like, I actually, like, really wanted to win when I played, like, Black Ops 4 Blackout. I just don't care about this game at all. And this game sucks so bad, I don't care if I win or lose. I just, like, fuck around, you know? And that's not a good thing. You should be caring. I just don't care. I hate the gunplay. Have I heard of vermiculture? No. Worm compost. Zephyrus, what on earth are you talking about? Polish Frog says, Streets of Rage 4, if you play main and the extra is about 4 hours long. So there you go. If I play Streets of Rage 4, that could be 2 streams, right? That could be pretty fun. 2 night streams. Or like I said, Black Ops 4, excuse me, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, I know that's like 4 hours long. That could be like 2 night streams. So you see what I mean? Like, something short like that might make a lot more sense than, oh, let's just do something that's going to take weeks and weeks to finish, or something like that. Okay. Alright. Lucifer Soul, cheered. He said, Binding of Isaac would be a chill playthrough. Like 20 minutes long, but learning the game and getting the secret ending. I played Binding of Isaac years and years ago, Lucifer Soul. It was actually during, I believe it was during an Indies marathon that I did. And you're right, that whole, it's like old school Zelda, only with horror elements. And it's really tough, like Dark Souls in that regard. It's still fun, but I don't think that's a game that I would go back to, you know? Oh, shit. Madara's God, I really don't even know that much about Hollow Knight. And interestingly enough, as much as people scream for Hollow Knight all the time and say, Hollow Knight, play Hollow Knight, play Hollow Knight, it didn't even make it to, like, the finals of the poll for the viewer's choice. So I just think it's, like, a vocal minority of people who scream for that game, and, you know, there's not a giant community of people who really want to see me play it or anything. Phillies, I already played Darkest Dungeon. Oh, he says play it again, but properly. What do you mean, like, as, like, caring about it like a full playthrough? Again, you're talking about games that are, like, years old that I didn't really like that much the first time around. So I don't think I would go back to stuff like that.
Grab some target practice while you can. We're deploying soon.
Nope, never played Dead Cells, Zugaru. Nope. Getting the fuck out of here. Oh, nothing to do with that. I run away. Run away from the action. There you go. They hate to me $2 to do an epic Mickey motion controls only redemption run. Oh yeah. Because Epic Mickey is such an amazing game. You know, if I did play Epic Mickey again, at least I could do direct capture, right? So at the very least, it would look better in that regard. It wouldn't look like a piece of donkey shit, which it did look like the first time that I played it. At the same time, though, it's still, the game still sucks. Like, the game really stinks. So, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, Ace Best just hit me $30. Thank you very much, Ace Best, for a very giant and generous tip. The biggest tip of the night, and that propels us to $96 in tips tonight, everybody. Thank you very much. Excuse me, $91 in tips. I misspoke. Thank you, Ace Best, for that giant support. That really helps us with our tips goal for tonight. Thank you. All right.
Battle Royale. Avoid the gas. Get to the safe zone.
That's right. Get to the safe zone. Phil's Phillies cheer says, everything okay? It feels like you're ignoring us. What are you talking about? I've been talking with you all night, Phil's Phillies. What on earth are you speaking of? Seriously, now you're really off base. I don't know what on earth you're talking about.